Hi, this is Miguel Murphy, and I'm very, very elated to be here with Alicia Royes. And Alicia is an MDC alumna who is at Tuskegee University, and she's going to share, I don't want to say all the time with her experience here at MDC because I'm really interested in what's happening at Tuskegee. And you're here for the summer. Actually, Alicia is going back to Tuskegee tomorrow, so I was like, got to get this conversation in because, till the next time you return, probably typically when it's a break like Thanksgiving, she's going to pop in. And one thing I do appreciate is that Alicia, even though you've moved on, you somehow managed to come to advisement and let us know that you're doing well. I know we're connected on social media, and I get happy when you hit that heart on Instagram because it lets me know that you're breathing.
Yeah.
But introduce yourself. What are you majoring in? What did you major in when you were here at Miami-Dade? And what is, the Tuskegee experience like? And how did the Tuskegee experience come about? I know I just asked all those questions all in one, but yeah.
All right. Well, hello. I am Alicia Royes, and I go to the illustrious Tuskegee University, serving 136 years of rich history in Tuskegee, Alabama. One of the great things about Tuskegee is that we are very much renowned in service, knowledge, and leadership. And that's one of the greatest things that Tuskegee has given to me. I was originally a Miami-Dade college student, and I was majoring in an Associates of Arts degree in accounting. Now at Tuskegee, and I'm graduating this May 2019.
Ooh, look at
Shout
you.
out to everybody. I will be getting 2 degrees in accounting and finance, 2 bachelor's degrees, being the first in my family and definitely breaking the chains of, education within our young community. One of the great things about, Miami-Dade College is that they have this program where they connect and they get 3 students here at Miami-Dade College to go to Tuskegee University. And I really got to give all credit to God, to be really honest, because that's the only way I can sum up how in the world did I get to Tuskegee University. I was one of the first people chosen to get the Presidential Distinguished Full Ride Scholarship at Tuskegee, and I'm more than elated to be able to go to one of the top HBCUs in the land.
Wow. And those HBCU chants are popping up.
Oh, yeah, that's the Tuskegee way, baby.
It reminds me of, Minorities of the Future and their chant, MOF on 3, Well, they do the 1, 2, 3, and then we know that they're there. But that's pretty... I'm running short of words because of the opportunity that you receive, that you're sharing, right? That you got to go to Tuskegee. Because not many people actually get a full ride.
It's very true.
And we want more students to be aware of those opportunities. How did you learn of the Tuskegee opportunity?
I never even heard of a Tuskegee at all. Not even knew it was even in Alabama, but... honestly, at the EEC Center, the Carrie P. Meek Entrepreneurial Center, which is where I took majority of all my classes, and I was able to...
I teach there now. So.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, dude. Turn up for the level up.
Lit.
Basically, Ms. H. Lee Tony and Ms. Michael Mason, they brought up Tuskegee, and I'm like, what is that school? Like, I never heard of it before. And that made me real hesitant to even leave. I'm like, I never heard of it. It's in, the South. I don't know, I'm ready. So really, it was them speaking to me, and then Mr. Tony, who was an actual grad of Tuskegee, and him just, all 3 of them really just telling me about Tuskegee was really my only introduction to the university.
So what would you advise, a student who is hesitant? Because Alabama is out of state, so, when students apply to schools, they tend to, remain local or probably go upstate to one of our state institutions, USF, UCF, FSU, UF, FAMU for the HBCU experience.
Yeah.
But what, a student who is probably apprehensive about going out of state, what would you advise them? Because that's a leap, right? Like
Yeah,
Miami,
yeah,
Florida.
You're going from a whole city, and I'm a city girl. I'll let y'all know. Being a whole city girl going into the country is definitely just like a humbling experience, honestly. But what I would say to you students is, first, know what you're getting into. So you should do a little understanding and research about the place that you're going, whether it is to another country like Alabama, or you're going to another city. It doesn't matter.
So Alabama is a country. That's a joke.
I know.
Because I think you said country, and then it usually, prompts which country. Because, as an advisor, and this is a casual conversation, as an advisor, one of, my most important role is to create a map.
Yes.
But then in my head, it's like, so what's the advisor's map, right? So this is my true map. But yes, so take it back in terms of transitioning from a city to another state,
yeah,
etc.
I say if you're getting a scholarship, usually that stuff is already handled and taken care of as far as out-of-state fees and things like that. So if you have a scholarship, that's the least of your worries. I know that was one of the big things. I'm like, oh my goodness, can I, But because of the scholarship, they take care of those big logistics. So I wouldn't necessarily say I'm knowledgeable on if you're not getting a scholarship per se. But I definitely say always have your information on you, your birth certificate, all those certain documentations that are needed, because financial aid might ask for it. They asked for it for me. Or even admissions. It doesn't matter. Just have those things, because it's always beneficial to have things to show who you are. And I also say, and this is for like when you're actually there, knowing the type of climate this certain place you're in, because I got sick about 3-4 times in one semester in being in Alabama, and didn't even realize that I'm actually allergic to pollen. So when you're going to different places, understand the climate. Really just get to know another place. We're so familiarized with Miami. We know Miami. We know how to live here. But going somewhere else, you don't know what it brings to the table. So it's almost like you got to do your own little research.
Absolutely. So let's walk back a little bit.
Sure.
Let's come back to Miami-Dade. I see you have your IMW.
Yeah, baby.
Influential, motivated, ambitious women.
Yes.
T. And we've been actually encouraging a lot of our new students.
Yeah.
Young women to get involved in IMW.
Yes.
What was your experience like? And what is your advice? And what was it like while you were there?
Yeah. So I was very nervous starting into the club, and it's a bunch of estrogen, it's a bunch of women, so a lot of people have that mindset, oh no, it's going to be drama and problematic, but it really wasn't that for me. I think the first what's it called? I'm about to say episode, y'all. But the first meeting. The first saga, baby.
The first meeting.
That we had. I think the one thing we did was that we would have a little survey. And the survey was like some of the things that are deep and dear to a woman. Things of insecurities and some of the, the pressures of our lives as a woman. And just, them taking the chance to say, hey, we want to get to know you. And then each time we had a meeting, there was some type of icebreaker or just a message that would help you to go to the next level, because academics is good and all, but if you're not taking care of you, what can you really do? And so IMW really took hold of that. So I say, hey man, join it, because it's gonna benefit you in the long run.
Absolutely. So let's switch gears. What was you're going into your senior year?
You know it.
And you mentioned completed in 2019.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to this upcoming academic year in your final quarter?
Man, I'm here for the slam dunk, baby. I'm really nervous. It's a real bittersweet moment because, I just feel like tomorrow is like graduation. Here we come. But honestly, I'm really here to make sure that I max out on all my grades, that I actually become more resourceful for people, because, I've had a lot of experience and growth in Tuskegee, and I got that even in my first semester at Tuskegee. So now I feel like since Tuskegee's poured so much into me, now I feel like it's almost like I have a debt that I have to pay to them. Like, let me give back everything that you poured into me, to the younger generation and even to the administration. And so that's definitely a big deal for me. I'm part of some organizations.
What are those organizations?
All right. So
what is HBCU life like?
Oh man, it's you don't get tired, you don't get bored, or you get tired, but you don't get bored. But I would honestly say that I am in pre-alumni council, which we help out the alumni of the university and the students to become future alumni, and that's purely service. I absolutely love it, and I think I'm going to have my second term being chaplain of pre-alumni council. I just got inducted to Beta Gamma Sigma Honor Society, which is the top recognition you can get for a business student, no matter where you are in the world.
Congratulations. I enjoy saying congratulations
Thank
because
you.
sometimes I get stunned, by the conversation and the responses or the accomplishment.
Yeah.
Right? But what other organizations are those are the top?
No, there's a lot. There's a lot. I'm also a mentor for the College of Business, which is sponsored by Hormel's Food, if you know the spam, the ones who make spam and stuff like that. So I'm also within that. It's a bit of a lot. It's trying to jog my memory on all the things that I was in. I'm also a new student orientation leader, which is the reason why I'm going back to school a little bit early so I can help out these new Golden Tigers for Tuskegee. And I'm just continuing on with my academics, continuing doing what I'm supposed to do.
Absolutely, and we're truly proud of what you've been able to achieve. So, the conversation can go on and on, but what do you want to leave our audience with as we wrap up our conversation?
All right, two things. First one, be true to yourself. And I think that was the last thing I was told just 2 days ago, and that stuck to me so hard. Because, sometimes we can get so caught up in following after the people's opinions or even our own, because we can be our worst enemy. I say be true to yourself. What do you desire? What do you want? If you want it, go and get it. Because as long as you have an idea, that is more powerful than an army. So you have the weapon in your hand. You have the idea, which creates a thought, which becomes a concept. Make it become a reality and let your dreams come true. No more sleeping. Wake up. Second thing, enjoy life, man. I've heard the quote, I'm not here for a long time, but a good time. So, if that's what you live by, live it up, but be smart and wise. Thank you.
Thank you, Alicia. So, folks, it's been a pleasure and certainly an honor, hearing from a golden tiger. From shark to golden tiger, right? And always an MDC alumna.
Yes.
And I wish you the best. There's one thing that I wanted to ask you. What happens after graduation as we wrap up?
All right, so y'all, let me give it real quick and simple for you all. I definitely want to go to graduate school. I'll be the first in my family to go to graduate school, and I want to get my CPA. And then hopefully in some way, Tyler Perry, if you watching this, or any Taraji P. Henson, because I love you, maybe you need an accountant, and I'm here for you. And then I could be an actress, a gospel rapper, a spoken word artist, and all the other things that I am passionate about in the arts.
Yes. Do you want to end with a piece?
Wow. We could give a little piece.
Let's try it out. It's a conversation.
All right.
We have a few more minutes. Where we're going to end, but we never know where a conversation ends. Because, you jogged my memory. Because you did do quite a bit of performances while you were here. And, we missed that. I do want to put that out there. But it's on you.
All right, y'all. Well, this is a piece called Beauty. And some of you may have heard it, some of you haven't. Beauty? But there's no beauty in the beast, no beauty in me. The beast is seen in and outside of me. To say there's beauty in me is like a contradiction of God, because He is beauty. All the girls in the school, their beauty is relentless. You put me next to one, you would hear she ratchet. These girls dress astounding, so nervous my heart is pounding. With my tears I'm drowning, my body is shapeless. No geometry can shape this. Genetics, I want to blame it unattractive. I believe it, I realize with real eyes I'm ugly, it's true. Better to accept the truth than walking around thinking I'm the baddest bitch when really I'm a hurt and lonely kid that's trying to fit in. And yeah, I know what the Bible says, but to see myself as that is the biggest deception. Go get bifocals, a better contact, another mirror. Matter of fact, I'll get it. But nowhere in hell can I see beauty engraved in. Or maybe I just lost sight of my Creator's hands. See, I've been handcrafted with inner beauty, and I'd be a fool to listen to the ignorant voice this. I must voice this. It's not about your swag, makeup, hair that match this. Beauty is within. So wrap it around the chambers of your heart. I am beautiful.
Alicia, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So best wishes for the academic year on your graduation in advance and graduate school in advance and many more. It's been an honor.
Awesome.
All right. Till next time, when you're back, we're going to have another conversation. Till then, folks, mmurphy3@mdc.edu. Take care.